Yeah.
What's up, Bill?
Nothing.
Acting like I'm seeing you for the first time when I woke up next to you.
Uh-huh.
Woke up in the greatest of weathers.
Yeah.
Woke up from the text from the job. Actually, I woke up having a cough attack.
That was the middle. That wasn't even that late. That was like I think that was like 1 a.m.
Yeah. Apparently when I sleep, I turn into Dr. Jekyll, and I'm just like, nah. Like, baby, you're coughing up a lung. Do you want some water? Nah. Baby, your breathing machine is off. Do you want to put it back on? Nah. Baby, your blanket's off. Do you want it? Nah. Baby, you want to come to bed? Nah. I'm just like, nah.
No. And then you recall nothing the next day. You're like, what?
I recall nothing. Apparently when my natural state, if you will, my sleeping state, my slumbering tiger is an asshole.
I wouldn't say asshole. It's just super independent. It doesn't know what's good for him.
Well, I guess I'm good. So, a coughing fit, you brought me some cold water, which woke me up and made me realize that sometimes a cough drop while you sleep is the thing you need to get you through the night. So, yeah, welcome back to Lulu and Pop. As you can hear, I am still nursing the final stages of this cold. Yeah. I'm trying to beat it into submission with a fifth of Seagrams.
I would say with a bottle of Seagrams. Was that your...
That was my plan. Sweat it out. It didn't quite work like I wanted it to. Mucinex was cool. I haven't taken it yet, so I should probably double up with the Mucinex. But the Seagram is done, so now I am drinking fine red wine with frozen pineapples.
Slurping action.
Very refreshing. Very satisfying. So what's up? Welcome to Lulu and Pop.
Yeah, this is the Snow Day edition.
Snow Day edition. You're so
Special
cute
day.
when you like title these.
I like titles. It's cute.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good time.
All right, that's fine. What did we watch? We watched The Walking Dead this week. That was the big one, I feel like.
Yeah.
Walking Dead that premiered on Sunday. If you're not watching The Walking Dead, I'm not mad at you. I go through stages with The Walking Dead. Like sometimes I'm tired of it. And I kind of just want it to end. And I particularly hate seeing them so bitch made to Negan. You know what I'm saying? But I have something else I want to talk about and watched. So you can go ahead and talk a little bit about The Walking Dead.
Well, we are, even when you don't want to watch Walking Dead, we do watch it. So I would say we are avid Walking Dead watchers.
Oh, religiously. I have not missed an episode. Even
when you're like, meh.
I don't always pay attention, but I'll watch it, and especially like I think before the break, I was through with them. Yeah,
the killing of Glenn and Abraham. So, I mean, it followed the comic book. Well, Glenn's death did.
Yeah, Abraham died. I think at a different time.
But just so I think everyone felt a certain way. We were just like, "Fuck it, this is so fucking depressing."
And then afterwards, it was just like the breaking down and destroying.
Yeah.
It was like a whole season of Logan.
Yes.
Logan the season.
But with them coming back from their break, I feel like it's gotten good again. In my opinion.
It's cool.
It's catching your interest again.
I'm at the point now where I need something else to happen.
I need them to just announce a final season.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like that's where I'm going with my feelings toward it. I kind of either need them to announce a final season. I kind of look forward to Fear the Walking Dead because it's different people. You know what I mean? And it's different stories, and the zombies are a little bit fresher. Yeah. Like on this one, the zombies aren't even the problem. Like you never have to worry when you have a zombie around because for the most part, they're like tiny and weathered and. You know, the only ones who really hurt people are the hidden ones.
Yep.
So, in this particular season, in this particular episode, I guess a cantaloupe caused the downfall of four people. Just one cantaloupe.
Oh, one asshole. What was his name?
I don't know, but he shorted the load by one cantaloupe, and a kid died.
Yeah, and it brought Morgan back to old Morgan.
All clear, Morgan.
All clear.
Which is sad. Whenever anyone finds reform from a debilitative mental state and they get triggered back into that state, it's kind of like an alcoholic who was doing good and then you see them at the bar with their chip and they throw it in the tip jar.
Yeah.
It was definitely tough to watch, and
it was both actually old Morgan and old Carol.
Yeah, Carol came back.
Carol's a
as
fucking
she needed to come back.
beast.
It's so funny how they turned her into a beast when
I wasn't really into her. I remember not really caring for her in the first couple of seasons.
Yeah, she was just an abused wife.
Yeah, and she fucking.
I remember I was on Carol's tit when she took down. It wasn't Sanctuary. What was that place called?
Oh, the Cannibals.
Yeah, but it had like a name of the place. Because we thought they were going to be there the whole season.
Were they the Wolves or something?
No, they weren't the Wolves. They were. I think it was called Sanctuary or something S, like Salem or something. It was like an establishment that was supposed to be safe and like full of thriving people, and they were like eating people.
Yeah. And
she went in there by herself and took down that whole establishment.
Saved everyone. She saved a bunch of people.
Yeah, she's a fucking savage.
So I look forward to Carol being back and teaming up with what's his face, the Tiger Man.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's whatever. I just need something else to happen.
I would love.
They need to like get close to a cure.
Yeah.
Or there's like new type of zombies. Like I'm tired of the sadistic human aspect of it. It's kind of frustrating actually. Like the whole Negan thing is super bothersome because I would be like, yo, fuck this dude.
Yeah, he could have been killed so many times.
Yeah, and people just worship him and they like kneel when he comes in because he'll beat you with a baseball bat. Fuck him. He's not bulletproof.
Nah, he's not even.
I need to see someone who got bit by a zombie and lived. You know what I mean? Like I need something more interesting besides like what's happening because at this point I'm just like I just don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I just don't. Zombies they're not even the scary part of the show.
No, it's the people.
And they haven't been the scary part of the show since like season 4, season 3, since The Farm. Because in the prison, they weren't the scary part of the show.
No, the governor came. Yeah.
And ever since then, we've been meeting psychopaths who own land and have followers. Mm-hmm. And that art house junkyard group is just fucking annoying, man.
With their fucking spiky zombie thing that got...
I don't know. I'm just fucking over it. Like, no, that's not the deal. And they talk funny and they talk in riddles. I'm fucking over it. But the other thing that we watched that is a little bit of my trash addiction is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
So bad.
So bad.
So bad. So awful. And we really shouldn't watch it for several reasons. One reason is on top of our TV box at the moment.
Yeah, we can't really talk about that, though.
We can't talk about that. But, yeah, it's a horrible show. It's a horrible show full of old people, old, I will say beautiful black people who just won't let go, who keep going under the knife, who keep getting fake boobs and butts, and they have the best weaves on TV. The men are just as emotional and feisty as the women. And what really sealed the deal for me was Young Jock. I think Young Jock is like my new emotional emoji.
He's your new meme warrior.
I guess so, because his facial expressions be giving me more than life.
Did he buy a fucking llama farm, or what was that? Not a llama.
I don't know. He bought a farm with llamas on it. He had it was like 10 of them joints. And he had like a perm.
And he has some chick there with like dressed like she
Cardi
was going
Red.
out. Like
Cardi
out
Red and like
heels.
A net dress. Like it looked like
she's literally covered, or like she's surrounded by llama poop.
Oh yeah.
Like she's walking through it.
Definitely.
Dressed.
And she was wearing a dress that looked like the fake fences that construction workers set up.
Yes. When
they're like building something real quick. Like it just looked plastic and it just was like holy. And she was like, yeah, you know you like this booty. So it is it is like a low-key addiction of mine that I think I find trashy and interesting. And it's horrible. It's horrible TV. It's trash TV. And I admit that I watch it. For no other reason than just the fact that it's
I feel like as long as you know it's bad. It's not you're like, oh, this shit is amazing. These people's lives are amazing.
No.
You know what I mean?
You know what I sometimes wonder when I watch it, when I'm looking at it? I always wonder what would have happened if the writer's strike never happened. Because reality TV came from the writer's strike of like, was it 2004?
Yeah, I was like a senior. Yeah, I want to say I was like on that cusp of like understanding what was going on.
Because we lost Freaks and Geeks.
I was there, and I remember being like, "Wow, all my good shows."
Yeah, we lost a lot of good shows, and we got a lot of reality television.
Damn.
If we would have never had that writer's strike, we would never have Love and Hip Hop.
Wow,
Straight up.
pretty deep.
I know. What will be in its place? I don't know. Not Love and Hip Hop. We would have not Stevie J.
Better scripted television.
Yo, Love and Hip Hop is mad scripted though.
It's true.
Like when Stevie J was up there doing like working out in the gym, and then he gets served, and you don't see the person who's serving him, and then he all of a sudden has like he was boxing, and all of a sudden he has one hand free to be served. It's like, come on. Like, I think Black Ink did a much better job of serving someone, where this dude came through and was like, "Oh, you're old shit," and he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You've been served."
Yeah.
Like, "Yo, fuck this," and he like threw it in
More
the street.
realistic.
Yeah, and then they ran off in a taxi with him and his like distinguished family.
Was her dress stuck in the door or some shit? Or
her dress was not only was it stuck in the door, but her
ripped.
dress was ripped down the butt cheeks.
Yeah.
From her twerking at the reception.
Mm-hmm.
The reception.
Mm-hmm.
So, yo, VH1 is horrible TV. I hope people who watch it don't think it's reality, but it is, if not anything, entertaining. Mm-hmm. Your eyes just lit up when you look at this.
Did you see that?
It's the Monkey King, girl.
Is this like a joke?
Nah, this is dead serious. This is like,
oh my god,
this is huge.
That looks like the smaller version of the dragon from Neverending Story.
This is huge Asian folklore.
Oh my god, but it looks so fake.
I love the Monkey King.
Oh my goodness.
So, things that we've eaten. We
haven't actually eaten this yet, but it is dinner tonight.
Well, yeah, you want to go into it because since you made it.
Okay, so on our day off, our snow day, I preemptively planned a crockpot chili meal. And my husband has never partaked in the chili and Fritos combo, which I believe might be kind of like I don't want to say white trash thing, but like a Poconos thing, maybe. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's funny. When we went to the grocery store on Sunday and we were prepping for the snow, we bought chips and dip.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm making chili. So you went down the chili aisle. We got separated. We got lost. I was a lost child in the grocery store. Safely hung out in the dairy department because it seemed like a good plan. You were telling me how the chili aisle was ravaged.
Oh, yeah. They were out of garbanzo bean. Or not, they're out of chickpeas.
And in my mind, I would never, ever, ever fucking think to make chili. Like, never. Like, never. Like, chili is never. Only time I ever think about chili is when I was at Wendy's. And I was like, I should kind of be healthy. But Wendy's chili is horrible.
Yeah, that's all the old meat.
Yeah. Sometimes it has, like, the green protein reflection on it.
Ooh. Yeah, this shit, no. This is all fresh.
Uh-huh. So what's in it?
We got kidney beans, black beans, white beans, corn.
Great Northern beans.
Great Northern bean. That's the can that cut me.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, I'm mad at that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Crushed tomatoes.
Right.
I cut up a red pepper.
Uh-huh.
Some onion.
Yep.
Like a chili seasoning mix.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and of course sriracha.
Sriracha.
Of course. And some tomato sauce.
Right.
And a little bit of water. And some of those, I forget, it's the Gardein beef crumbles. Veggie.
I thought it was Beyond the Meat.
Beyond Meat. It was one of those bags of
I thought it was Beyond the
meat,
but it might not be Beyond the Meat.
And we're going to have that on top of some rice with some Fritos dip in it.
And watch Moana.
Yes.
Look at her. She's a snake. She's got like A cups. Oh, she's a porcupine. She does not have
this
A
shit's
cups.
gonna give me weird dreams.
Whoa.
Some weird dream ass shit.
Which one do you think is cuter? The bat, the porcupine, or the snake?
I'm scared of all of them. I can't go with the word ugh. Well, you know it's not the snake thing.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
Oh, that's all right. That's fine.
So sliding on into from talking about our snow day food.
Yeah.
The first topic of the day is the reason that we are home.
Yeah.
What was supposed to be a fucking nor'easter blizzard thing that was predicted turned into
a snow day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a regular, not quite safe enough to go to work if you don't have to, but not quite debilitating.
No.
Like, we're not going to be stuck in for days with no power.
Nope.
I blame global warming.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just, it was just funny because it's like, I feel like they build this shit up every fucking time. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, we get 2 feet of snow. And then, like, as it gets, like, hours away, it's like, you might get a foot. Yeah, you're going to get a foot. And it was like 6.
I think what ends up happening
inches.
is because people need news that's like tantalating. What they'll end up doing is like someone will be like, I can't tell you how much snow we'll get, but I can tell you for sure it'd be about 6 to about a foot. And someone's like, a foot? We're getting a foot of snow. And they don't even hear like the 6 inch to about a foot. Or if it's like 3 to 8 inches, they're like, oh, we're getting 8 inches? We're getting 8 inches of snow. And then someone hears that, and they're like, so how many inches did he say? He said from 8 to 12. And it's like, whoa, we're getting 12 inches of snow? And people, I always think, just take the highest number and go with it and call that their range. Like, they don't want to go below. Because realistically, I want to say we probably got like 4 or 5 inches of snow. But what really made it crazy was the rain.
Yeah, that's what we woke up to.
The
ice rain.
The ice rain, the sleet. My job was open. I said nay.
Yeah, fuck that.
I said nay because the roads look terrifying. Like it was enough snow to where you're not trying to commute if you don't have to. But it wasn't the snowmageddon that they were predicting.
And side note, my job would have stayed open if they could, because they don't close for shit. But the building was like, fuck y'all, we're closed. You can't get in. So that's the only reason.
Yeah, even
Thankfully.
Governor Wolf of Pennsylvania was like, yo, travelers don't travel and you guys don't go to work. Like, actually, if you were out there in the morning time, like the commuting time, it was actually pretty bad.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
I would say it was bad up until about like 2.
Yep.
I would say. Because the roads and stuff weren't clean by then. Like, it was still pretty gross. So we had a snow day today. It felt good. We hung on the couch.
Yeah, it was the first one.
We watched Star.
Ugh.
Yeah, we watched Star. We watched the first episode. And then we skipped to the 11th episode. And the season finale comes on tonight. Maybe I'll tune in.
Maybe.
Maybe I won't.
Yeah.
It wasn't super captivating.
No.
Rachel Dolezal's in it. You know who Rachel Dolezal is?
Mm-hmm.
She's the white chick who said she was black. She was like the leader of the NAACP.
Oh, I thought you meant. That's
you know what's
not the name
crazy?
Of the girl, though.
That's not the name of the girl. But if you actually look her up, she looks. Rachel Dolezal is actually going through it. Because she was like, I think she's
yeah, because she's fucking insane. She's a fucking crazy person.
Yeah, yeah. I think she just really wants to belong. Like, she really identifies with a particular culture that's not her own.
She went about it in the terriblest way.
But if you actually NAACP, there it is, Rachel Dolezal. If you actually look at her, she looks like the older version of that chick on TV. And then my computer is embarrassing me in front of my friends and listeners.
I guess, yeah, a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, look at that one.
Yeah.
That's her. She looks like the old version of the Star chick. Like, she looks like Star when she's like 30. You know, look at this one.
Yeah.
Why is it not making this images like full restoration? My internet's being crazy slow and it's being stupid. Oh, look at her. She looks just like that chick from the movie Star.
It's the curly hair.
It's the curly hair, and it's just like the ambiguously slightly whiteness. Because here, let me bring you up another one. Star Fox. No. Star TV show. I forget that girl's name. Yeah, she looks like the younger, fresher version.
Yeah, I do see it.
Yeah, she looks like her like 20 years ago. I don't know what's up with Google Images just being crazy slow and just like not. Oh, look, she has brown hair in this one and not properly loading. So if you do like a side-by-side comparison, they do look like they look pretty damn similar. They got like the round nose and everything. And check this out. Look, this is her, and then this is her 20 years from now. Mm-hmm. You know, after fame didn't work out. You know?
Yeah.
It's a Lee Daniels show. We watched it. We will put these images in the show notes so you can. Actually, we'll probably make this like the image head. I think that'd be fun. I'll Photoshop them together so people can. I'll like split it down the middle. Like I'll find one and do like a face-off cover of Rachel Dolezal and the girlfriend and Star from the show Star. The show's okay. One of the good things about it is they have like a transgender playing a transgender.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I just can't stand
Star.
Star's pretty bad.
Yeah, she's
not a likable character.
She's not at all. It's tough. We watched The Daily Show, which was fun.
Yes.
We had some chips, some wavy chips and ranch dip. No, not ranch dip. What was the dip we had? French onion? Mm-hmm. Cool French onion dip and chips. So we were like pre-striking this, you know. I played the game for a little bit. Shout out to Hav and Derek from the Midnight Marauders, and Hav, my nephew. We was on GTA for a little bit longer than I probably should have been. But you know what? I don't get to rock out with them often, so you know it's a good time.
Day. It's a day that.
It's a snow day.
Yeah.
What else did we do on this snow day that was fun? We got to cuddle in bed until we didn't want to any longer.
Yeah, until we got hungry.
And I feel like that's a luxury we don't get very often. Because even on the weekends, I usually have to go and do something.
That's true.
Or there's like, we definitely got to be up by 2 to go to the post office. Or there's always something every weekend. There's never a weekend where there's completely nothing. So it was nice to actually lay in bed, to cuddle, to like try to turn the TV on and then be like, fuck it, TV's staying off. And then just lay there. Like, it felt good to do that on a weekday. And it's like, it's such a gift, man. It's such a luxury that I don't think many people get. And if you do get it on a regular basis, you should definitely appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I drank a whole fifth of Seagrams.
You did?
I'm not drunk.
Nope.
A little buzzed.
Oh, yeah. You got some wine now to sip on?
I'll never get drunk off wine.
No, you just get sleepy.
That is delicious red wine
from a
with
box.
Frozen pineapples. The liquor store was popping yesterday.
Oh yeah, food store, liquor store. That's where you go.
Oh man, the liquor store was on smash yesterday. Good times. It was like a nice long line, and people were buying in bulk. Like I had a box of Seagrams. I had a box of delicious red wine and a fifth of Seagrams. And I personally didn't feel like that was a lot. Mm-hmm. But then there was ladies ahead of me who had like 4 bottles of wine. And they didn't look like bachelorettes.
I mean, maybe it's for 2 people. Maybe it is 2. Maybe they probably have kids and they're like, oh, God damn it. He's stuck in the house with my fucking kids.
I don't know if I would get drunk in the house with my kids. Not because they're there. I would just be like, it's a snow day. Like, after y'all, like, only thing y'all got to do today is shovel. Like, y'all got to shovel. Like, I went out and I shoveled out my car. We left your car completely covered in snow because it's unnecessary. We should probably start it, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I I shoveled out my car, and that was it. And I was able to do whatever I wanted. And I feel like that's a good look. I feel like it's a good way to live your life.
I agree.
Yep. So moving on to the second topic. What do we have here?
So it's completely random.
Uh-huh.
I read about these hideous jeans that, I don't know if you've heard of Topshop. It's like this.
I know Topshop.
Okay. Also sold through Nordstrom.
Is it the jeans with the plastic on them?
Yes. They're making these jeans right now that are actually like, if you like Google knees with plastic, it should pop up.
Okay. I'm gonna Google that while you talk.
They are actually called clear mom jeans, I believe. Or
mom jeans? Nothing about mom jeans sounds enticing. And
they're selling for $95.
Oh God, they're hideous. I see them.
Yes. And on Topshop, they with like their tagline is "Off-duty styling never looked so good." And Nordstrom says, "Slick plastic panels bare your knees for a futuristic feel." They're fucking hideous. And when I first saw them, I was like, "Is there like a function? Is there a reason why you would need plastic on your knees?"
Nah, dog. I think it just looks futuristic. This website sucks. After looking at them, I hate them less, but I still hate them.
But you think about like the season, think about like summertime. If you have them on,
oh, you're gonna be sweating. Yeah,
your knees are gonna get like stuck to it. Like,
Why are they called mom jeans?
I don't know. I guess the fit. Yeah. Looks a little mom jeany. It's like high waisted, not flattering.
These jeans are fucking ugly.
$95.
What makes these jeans ugly? And we're just gonna dissect these jeans, piece by piece. First of all, they're high waisted, but not in a good way. Mm-mm. Second of all, they're fitted, but not really. Mm-mm. They're like the square fit. You know what they look like? They look like the mom capri pants.
Yeah.
As jeans. They cut off about mid calf.
Yep.
With like no type of shape. And then out of nowhere, there's clear plastic panels. And the model is extremely thin. At one point, you can see through the plastic to the jean behind it. For $95, this is disgusting.
Because in my head, I was like, could you, I didn't know why. I'm like, is there a function for this? Is this in case you have to, kneel down and there's a puddle?
They look better when her in her kneeling position. I think only because they're slightly more tighter.
Yeah.
I think if these were fitted a little bit better, I think they would actually be popping.
Nope.
I think so.
I don't think they could make them super fitted because it's like a plastic.
I wonder how thick that plastic is. Do you think it's like vinyl?
Is it? I don't know. Is it gonna eventually pop through? Is it gonna?
Like your knee will pop through?
Yeah.
Mm. You know what these remind me of? Every winter, my dad will bust out the thick plastic for our windows. And we would snap them into place with these brackets. And they look just like the plastic on these knees.
For your windows?
Yeah, my dad, he had, you know how our windows is taped with the plastic?
Yeah.
He had an installation where it was like a ribbed. Huh. And it was on all four of the sides of the window. And then you put it was thick plastic. It wasn't thin like this plastic we have here. It was thick. It was it was the type of plastic you would need a knife to cut. Your hands couldn't tear it. You would need a knife or some scissors. And it was real thick. And then we would put it in with this groove and then snap it in and then seal it all around.
And that's what this reminds you of. Reminiscent.
Yeah, it looks like her knees are being kept very warm. It's futuristic and it's ugly at the same time.
It almost when she's kneeling, it looks like saran wrap on her knee.
When she's kneeling, I get it a little bit more because I see less of the jeans. But at the same time, It's just fucking ugly. And mom jeans needs to never not be a thing. Like dad jeans are hideous. And when I see girls in dad jeans, I assume that's what mom jeans were. But I think mom jeans are a little bit higher. Yeah. Moms have a thing about letting their shins breathe. Yeah. My mom always lets her shins breathe. What?
Nothing.
What's so funny?
What's so funny? Save it.
What, my mom letting her shins breathe?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She does. She's a big fan of like the cut it off at the knee, like a little bit below the knee, so it's modest, but it's like above the calf. It's like that weird area that we don't really know what it is. And letting them shins breathe. So yeah. So yeah, sliding into this next topic. Oh, so wait, before we get off of the mom jeans with the plastic, is it safe to say you don't want these?
No, this was not like a hint for you. This was like a what the fuck is this? And I know you two are up on the fashion.
I am up on the fashion. Can you please tell these people how up on the fashion I am?
My husband is so up on the fashion.
Continue.
He can buy me clothes without me being there. And not only will it be super cute.
Continue.
It'll fit.
Continue.
I miss you working at Buffalo Exchange for that reason.
Don't like continue. There's more.
There's more? What else do you want me to bring up?
Who comes through with the deals?
Oh, my baby.
Continue.
He will find good deals.
Uh-huh.
And he's a great person to bring. Like, even when we go to the mall and he'll, like, disappear for a while because he'll be at, like, the local comic book or video game shop. You come through and usually you'll just walk back through the store and pick up shit for me. Yep. Like, oh, this is nice for you. Oh, look, it's only $3. Oh, baby.
Don't fuck with me inside of a goddamn H&M.
I love it. You're like, you have to. You know what? I'll buy this for you. It's what, $3? All right.
Don't unleash me in a goddamn H&M. You are a tiny little person. Your size is easy to find. Don't unleash me.
I do love when you're like
in an H&M.
I do love when you're like in the midst of like, because all the racks are super close together, and you're just like delicately looking through the dresses, and like there's just some like girl next to you, just like, what the fuck?
And I'm like, look here, lady. I understand you're looking for some shit, but what you need to know is that I was unleashed.
Is that a small? Give it to me.
In the H&M.
Give it to me.
Also, I'm pretty vicious in the Old Navy too.
Yeah.
You put me in that Old Navy clearance section. Shit. Shit, I'll snatch a dress right out of a girl's hands. I will stare at her right in her face and be like, you were not fast enough. I saw you reaching for the yellow and green sundress, but I got something to tell you. It's in my hands. It is my sundress. This is my sundress. You have a nice day. I will smile and be polite. And hopefully you will find you a man that will do the same. I have yet to meet a man who is out there trying to make shit happen for his girl, trying to get her as fly as fucking he could be. I've yet to see it. The day I reach for the extra small green and yellow sundress,
and there's another
hairy knuckle reaching for it too. I don't know. We'll see. Like, we might become friends or we might become mortal enemies. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that scenario is going to play out. All I'm saying is, don't unleash me in an H&M if you ain't trying to buy shit. Because I will find it. I'll find it in your size.
I appreciate it.
And that shit will be fucking fly. Have you out here looking custom. So, yes. I do miss the days at Buffalo Exchange. They were fun. I miss all of my Jordans. I got big feet, though. Like, I would get, like, some really nice shoes, and then I would, like, try to buy them, and I'd be like... Because, like, a size 13 is not a size 13 everywhere. If you got, like, super wide feet, you know, whatever. So, moving on. We're going to get into some environmental... Oh, I just straight dropped the mic.
It wasn't a cool mic drop either. It was like
not. It was like... You know what that means?
Time to drink some more.
Time to drink some more. All right. So here we go. States are trying to bring science denial to classrooms. What the fuck?
Is this the South?
I don't know. The story is really popular by fusion. As we produce here as a part of the climate desk.
I guess South Dakota is trying to get it passed, but they voted it down.
Yeah, reading through it, and this isn't the first time I've seen this. A lot of places since Trump has been in office has been pushing for the no longer the separation of church and state, but integrating the church into state, into classrooms. And it's not as necessarily bad. The only bad part with it is that the church believes in some crazy shit from time to time. Like the theory of evolution to them seems blasphemy, but a man made of clay seems just fine. And it's just one of those things where you really have to ask yourself, like, I think your children should be able to hear kind of both sides and see what they want. Like, there are some children who just won't believe the man made of clay and the woman made of a rib. And there will be people who want to believe in the theory of evolution. And it's just crazy that science is being denied in the classroom.
It's fucking horrifying.
We have global warming. The fact that like this is our big winter storm is baffling to me.
Yeah. It was 70 degrees last week. It
was 70 degrees. Our current winter storm was roughly a strong 5 to 6 inches at best.
Yeah.
It was so light that while I was shoveling out my car space, first of all, it didn't take that long. It actually took so short of time that I actually helped our neighbor downstairs shovel out his car because I was just in like the shoveling mode at that point.
Beast mode.
Yeah, but I also shoveled all the ice off of my car in the snow, and it was literally me just pushing it off. But I remember previous snowmageddons where it was like layers. Like I would have to push it off and then come back the next day and push more snow off. I'm pretty sure whatever I pushed off is gone. Like, I don't need to go back down there later today and push more snow off. It's good. It's straight. Hopefully this shit melts and we can have some parking spaces, because right now niggas is going to be fending for themselves.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it's going to be gross. It's not going to be ideal. So if you love your children, make sure that you are up on what they are learning. Science is very crucial to education. And it's also crucial just to know if we had it their way, the big governments and corporations would like to deny global warming so they can continue to make fuckboy antics. Yeah. So, yeah. There you go. And moving into relationship shit. On the site, the Gottman Institute, I found a rather interesting article. In relationships, not arguing means you are not communicating. I found this very interesting because I don't like arguing in relationships at all. I'm big on that. I remember I had a buddy of mine, and the minute he argued with a girl, he would end the relationship.
Damn.
Like, he was like, all right, well, obviously this isn't going to work. Silence is destructive.
I could definitely see that, though.
It is true. The thing that I think I found most enticing or intriguing about this article is I do believe there needs to be arguing. Yeah. But I don't think there needs to be fighting.
Yes. I was gonna say you might not like to argue, but you sure do like to talk things out.
Yeah. I'm not above an argument. I just don't believe in constant fighting.
Yeah, we've been around couples
who fight.
And we're just like, oh my God, that's exhausting. I think we both
I think they enjoy it. You have
to. Why else would you stay in it?
Yeah, I would.
No.
I think if I had to have constant combative conversations with my significant other, and it wasn't like I want to say me and you, we probably get into an argument a handful of times out of a year. Mm-hmm. I know people who get into arguments a handful of times out of a week.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like arguments like you take out the trash. No, you take out the trash. No, like legit, I'm not talking to this person for a little bit of time. And I think we can probably we probably have like 1 or 2 a year, 3, 4 at best. Like, I think there's been times when we've gone a whole year without aggressive, I'm not talking to you arguments.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, I wouldn't want to be, I'm the type of person who couldn't be in a relationship where I'm always bumping heads and at odds with a person.
Yeah.
I think that's where you need to find like that healthy median where you're in between the two. Like, you're communicating and you're arguing, but you're not fighting.
Yeah. But
I do believe silence is still the killer. Like, I used to be worse. I used to believe like silence was like awful, and I was always trying to get people to talk. But now I kind of just be like, listen, we need to talk about this. Whenever you're ready, come at me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't always get people to talk about shit when they're not ready to.
Yep.
Because I feel like it can be a very negative situation. I feel like it can be a situation that can make the situation way worse.
Yeah.
Because the thing about conversations is once they're said, things can't be unsaid.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
And you got to choose your words carefully, because saying things like, not to be rude, but, and you say some rude shit, they can't unhear that, and they will forever remember it, and you will forever have to hold up to that, even if you said it in the heat of battle. But I think what is worse than that is saying nothing at all.
And just letting it build up inside of you.
And letting it fester. Like, if I do something that annoys you and you never tell me it annoys you, I continue to do it. I'm not going to magically stop.
I'm just going to sit here and just glare at you when you look away, and then like smile when you turn back.
You're like, man, I hate this motherfucker.
Just you look over, I'm just like, why is she? Baby, you got something in your eye? What's wrong?
Well, no, half of the time I'll probably just be like, man, I wonder why is she looking strange? I wouldn't even say anything, because like quiet relationships, I think, are the ones where like people go snapped. And mofos end up dead.
Yeesh.
And
we did. It just made me think of those statistics on your astronomical sign and likely to be a killer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. You posted it on Facebook. Don't look at me like that. I'm number one.
So there's another link, and I will add this to the show notes as well, that I found on Facebook that pretty much it had FBI did a database of all of the zodiac signs compared to serial killers and which ones were which. And if you don't mind talking for a couple seconds, I will find this so there won't be dead silence on the air.
Yeah, of course. Well, so I'm a Cancer.
Go with that whole cusp bullshit that you be trying to spill.
I am on the cusp of Gemini, because I'm not completely a Cancer. I feel like I have Gemini traits too, because I was born like a day. Like, sometimes people tell me I'm a Gemini. I'm like, nah, Cancer. Because I definitely lean towards that. And even if you're listening to this and you're like, that shit's bullshit, that's fine. You can believe what you want. And I'm not saying it's like science, but I think it's fun and interesting.
I don't believe in cusp.
Well, not that part. I'm just saying science in general. But so with this study, I was number one.
All right.
But
so I actually found it.
Okay. Can I finish? Or
I'm sure. Go ahead.
But I think because we are such passionate people, we can get jealous. So we were like, Cancers are more likely to kill a person out of passion. So that made me think of that, because you were like, holding things in make people snap. And I was like, oh yeah, speaking of snapping.
Cancers.
Yeah. But I feel like maybe, I guess statistically we killed the most people, but it was all like one. It was like one and done.
Okay. Are you ready to get into this?
Yes.
Okay. So at number 12, we have Gemini. And this is what it says. As they don't take anybody seriously enough to kill or hurt them, Gemini people get blood on their hands the least. Or instead of killing them, they probably prefer boring people to death by talking and talking to them, and it doesn't make sense. Isn't that what you're a cusp of? Mm-hmm. So you're number 1 and number 12. So at the odds of you killing anyone's pretty low. At number 11, we have Aquarius. They care a lot about justice and having strong egos that they can't be smashed easily. We don't know exactly why, but these people are the second most innocent star sign after Gemini. And they have like a picture of like Benjamin Cumberbatch, who looks like a newt. At number 10, we have Leos. It is also mentioned that when a Leo commits murder, it's mostly to attract attention. Get the fuck out of here. Wow. Attention? Murder for attention? At number 10? Number 9, we got the Libras.
Oh, wow. So, side note, the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, the last 3 are all air signs.
Oh, that should let you know something. Because they're like
peaceful ass people.
Whatever.
It's not us.
Well, even patience has its limits. And it's likely that Libras will resort to violence when others take advantage of their good intentions. So they're like you thought this was a game type killers. It is dark in here.
Yeah, the sunset. We got this nice fire.
We got this fireplace going. We got some
romantic.
We got some sweet red wines. I'm actually empty, so I can't slurp it anymore. I am chasing this buzz. I'm trying to make it happen. Okay, at number 8, we got Virgos. Virgos is also the only sign on here without any pictures or like gifts.
They're so average.
I know. We should point out that Virgos are more prone to theft and fraud rather than murders. Scams. Scams. I wonder if Joanne the Scammer is a Virgo.
We should look that up.
We should look that up. Joanne the Scammer is mad fictional, so we'll never know. All right, we got Pisces at number 7. Pisces. John Wayne Gacy, a.k.a. the Killer Clown. Richard Ramirez and Alan, don't know how to say that last name, are some of the most famous Pisces serial killers. People born under Pisces sign usually commit more extraordinary murders thanks to their tendencies toward addiction.
Damn.
What does that mean? That's so strange.
It is.
All right, whatever. Number 6, we got Capricorn. Although they are known for their respect for law and rule, it seems that Capricorn shouldn't be pissed off. People born under Capricorn don't kill often, but when they do, they go all the way. What does that mean? Does that mean they just kill you and kill you good, or they kill you and cleanse your soul?
I think
how
that
far
it just
is all the way?
That when they get mad, they're like they're not just gonna hurt you. They're
so if a Capricorn came in and it was like a Capricorn woman and she kept call her man creeping with her best friend and both of them would die.
Yeah.
Okay. At number 5, we have Aries. And it says, their anger is abrupt, but it doesn't last long. That's why we see Aries at the 5th place in this list. If you piss off an Aries, make sure you stay away from them for a while. Then they will forget why they got mad to begin with.
Damn.
So I guess if you can like piss them off via text or phone call or email or social media and then just kind of like, you know what I mean, just stay clear on the streets, you'll be good. But if you piss them off at a party, they might fight club you
apparently
and destroy something beautiful. That's something to be said. All right, getting into the top 4. Well, top 4 doesn't mean anything. At number 4, we have Taurus. They like luxury. What can they do? That's such a weak line. Like, what does that mean?
I guess they says they're more common to do fraud than murder people.
So I guess they're kind of similar to, what was the other fraud sign? Virgos. So they're like Virgos but more aggressive.
Yeah, and they're both earth signs. So
Earth, whatever. That's stupid. It's just. All right, getting into the top 3, we have Sagittarius.
My baby.
Shout out to the Sagittariuses out there. These people don't go for small scale individual crimes. For example, Ted Bundy, Pablo Escobar, and Stalin were all Sagittarius. They go for bigger crimes and kill in masses and announce themselves leaders. Can we just take a minute to segue for a second?
It's horrifying.
I know. Can we just take a 1 minute? Like, make sure that you bring me back on course. I'm just going to take a minute to talk about the thoughts that go through my head. Now, Pop has never killed anyone.
No. Pop's a good man.
Never killed anyone. However, I often think about scenarios where I would have to kill people.
Often?
I often do.
How often is this?
Every time I watch a TV show or a movie where murder is happening.
Okay.
And I often ask myself, could I have done that? Could I have done that? And what I've come to is it matters about, for me, I can't speak for all Sagittarius, but I'm December 1st. I am like prime time Sag.
Yeah.
I'm like golden status Sagittarius. I'm more of a person of the times. Like, if we were in the Walking Dead era, I would be like Morgan.
Okay.
I would just be eradicating motherfuckers. You know what I mean? If we were in normal everyday stages, I always thought if I ever killed a person, I would probably just go on a binge of killing at that point because I'm already about to go down. Like, especially if it wasn't kind of like an accidental murder. Like, not one of those murders where I'm, like, driving and I hit someone and they die. Like, if it was, like, one of those things where, you know, I caught someone out in the streets and I murdered them and I'm like, oh, my God, I murdered them. I would probably just be like, I'm going to go murder all the bad people now. Like, I wouldn't just keep it at one person because you're about to go away regardless.
That's true.
So you might as well just
What's
go for the
100 years or like 3 life sentences?
I feel like once you get into your like 20s and 30s and you get a life sentence, you're done.
I always think it's funny when they're like 3 life sentences.
Oh, you're done. You're done.
It's like, what?
You're done.
This is just 1 life sentence.
I'm not trying to add to statistics, so it's probably going to be a blaze of glory with me. Like, there's no way I'm going into the penal system. There's no way I'm like feeding the government. Like, I would rather be 6 feet deep. Right. So getting back to it. So yeah, that is kind of true. Like, I kind of feel like if it wouldn't be small scale for me, if I was to ever go off into the murderous binge, if I ever snapped, I would probably go after everyone that has ever wronged me in my life. As scary as that sounds. It sounds pretty legit.
Yeah.
And my gift is Angela Bassett burning down a car. And
I feel like you really were like, yes.
Oh, when I saw this, I was like, sounds about right.
It feels right.
Sounds about right. And Waiting to Exhale, she just kind of did that shit. Number 2, Scorpios with the title Official Psychos.
I love Scorpios. My sister's a Scorpio. Scorpio woman.
I mean, your sister can have emotional moments. Because most serial killers were born in November, the majority of them are Scorpios. And the rest are Sagittarius. Say word.
Yeah.
November is like a hot spot. Like, okay, so let's do the math. November is what, the 11th?
What does it start?
It starts in November is like the 11th month.
Oh, yeah.
So if we were to do 9 months back, I guess all these kids would be kind of being conceived around February, March. These are all shut-in babies.
Oh.
These are those winter warm spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's nice. These babies were made out of necessity. They are known for their sadistic murders. I don't think I would be sadistic. I think I would just murder people. I wouldn't sadistically murder them. I wouldn't like saw them. I think that's a bit much.
Yeah.
All right, and at number 1, do you want to read this one?
Sure.
Can you see it?
Yeah. The first on the list, the head of maniacs, is surprisingly Cancer.
Uh-huh.
They usually kill because of jealousy.
Right.
Their mood swings seem to cause trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's that last line?
We hope for the world where all the star signs can live in peace.
Okay, cool. So, what is your birthday again?
June 23rd.
What are you again?
What?
What are you?
I'm Cancer.
There you go. And I'm a what?
Sagittarius.
Yeah.
We're fire and water.
I wonder why a water sign is Pisces a water sign too?
Yeah, me and my sisters are all.
I'm sorry, Scorpios. Are they water signs?
Yeah, me and my sisters are all water signs. And
what
my mom.
about a Taurus?
Taurus is Earth sign.
So is Sagittarius the only fire sign in like the top 3? In like the top 5?
Yeah.
What about Aries?
Aries is a fire sign too. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know, is a Leo on here?
Yeah, a Leo is actually really far down the list. Leo is like number 10.
Oh.
I guess because Leos are apparently they just do things for attention, but they're not really about that life.
It's funny.
Whereas Sagittarius, we're just trying to go for the gusto, and apparently you are a passionate monster. What do you have to say about that? How accurate do you believe in this?
I mean, I get that when they say that, because like when you think about all the crimes of passion, and Cancers are known for burying their feelings deep down.
I would say that when I first met you, you used to definitely bury your feelings extremely deep.
That was partly my upbringing. Not completely a Cancer.
Oh, I didn't believe in none of that. And however, when I don't super subscribe to the astrology stuff because it frustrates me a little bit because I like to believe that if people want to be together, they will find a way. Mm-hmm. And Cancers and Sagittarius aren't supposed to exactly get along. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's supposed to be a lot of work. Mm. Here's to life and eternity, boo. Mm-hmm. 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 And your gift is Jack from
The Shining.
The Shining. Jack Nicholson, when he had a flowing set of hair, knocking over some hotelware. Which, by the way, to segue right quick, I would never, ever in my fucking life go to an empty goddamn hotel with my family of 1 to write, a family of 2 to fucking write a novel.
Well, plus he was already abusive.
Fuck that. I would never go to an empty hotel. Are you kidding me? You know how big a hotel is?
That literally gets snowed in. Like, it's known to get...
There was like this weird black dude in a snow pile who shows up and gets murdered. Yeah. But yo, it's like insane. Like, whose idea is that? Who ever think that's a good idea? Like, I don't think you can get me into an empty cabin. Like, I don't think so. Like, yo, is there like a 4 Seasons hotel somewhere? Mm-hmm. Is there a spot where there's several people and amenities that I can like indulge in? Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to hang out in this fucking empty hotel with this ghost bartender.
Yeah, no.
Shit was big as fuck.
I like how that just spurred you into...
It's just one of those situations where, like, okay, so when we deal with scary movies, it's always funny to me because certain movies never scare me.
Because you'll never be in that situation.
Exactly. I will never be in an empty fucking hotel just kicking it. Mm-hmm. Like, that shit would never happen to me. Mm-hmm. Never happen to me. Mm-hmm. I always get scared when shit like that could happen to me happens. Mm-hmm. Like the Jaws shit. Mm-hmm. Very rarely am I going to be out there on a boat. Mm-hmm. Just not my steez.
Except when you were in the Navy.
I was in the Navy. It wasn't by fun. It was like a necessity. But like when I was not in the Navy, I wasn't just kicking it on boats. I wasn't just like being all nautical and shit and fucking looking for the North Star and finding my way with my palm. I'm like, fuck that. Like, there's mad shit that like you're just not going to catch me that way. And mad scary movies aren't scary to me because it just wouldn't happen. Like Saul was kind of tough because he would just grab niggas up and then just like do stuff to them. I would be like, man, that's kind of like fucked up. Yeah. But like things like Hellraiser, like I was good with Hellraiser until that one time they was just in like a club and the Hellraiser dude was there and it just like killed mad people in the club. And I was like, yo, that's mad fucked up because they were just at the club chilling.
Yeah.
And
they didn't play that little box.
Yeah, and like someone played with the box in the club. Now everybody got to die. Like everybody got to die because you want to fuck around with your fucking crazy
Satan box.
Yeah, with your like fucking crazy jigsaw like Ouija board on. Like everybody got to die at the club now. Like I just came here to turn up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I had a hard day at work. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Becky, an accountant, kept fucking with me. You know what I mean? But I was trying to be cool. I wasn't trying to get like fired at work. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to be real cool. I'm going to mind my goddamn business. And at 5 o'clock, I'm going to clock out. And at 8 o'clock, I'm going to go to the goddamn club. I've been pre-gaming all week. It's a goddamn payday. And I get to the club, and somebody's out there with a goddamn Rubik's Cube from hell. Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to get fucked up for it. Mm-hmm. That movie did kind of fuck me up.
I'm sorry.
Freddie would fuck me up because, you
gotta sleep.
You got to sleep. And he will fuck with you if he fuck with your friends. Mm-hmm. So you never really know what your friends is into. Hopefully my friends is not into no craziness. But things like Jason never fucked me up because I would never be in summer camp. Mm-hmm. It just wouldn't happen. Mm-hmm. Not a reality to me.
Yeah.
Not at all. So yeah, things like that. I'm just like, yeah. Or what is like any movie wherever they go to an old creepy house and bad things happen to them.
Or where they any like that shit where they break in. Like, nope, not breaking into anyone's house.
The Conjuring, not happening here. Fuck that old doll. I don't fuck with old things.
Yep.
If that shit doesn't have a made in China stamp on it, I'm not fucking with it. If that shit is ungoogleable, I'm not fucking with it. I have yet to see a horror film or a franchise based around an iPhone 7 or a MacBook Pro. And when they start doing that shit, I will get scared again. But until there's a goddamn horror villain that comes out of a goddamn GoPro, I'm not scared. If they could put a horror villain in a goddamn PlayStation 4, I'll be scared.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? But like this whole like antique and this was here. Like anything inside of a house.
I bought this box and scripted with some foreign language at this yard sale.
Not at all. Never.
From this creepy old lady.
Not happening. None whatsoever. Never once will there ever be like, I bought this house and all this stuff in the attic. We've just kept it here. Yeah. Nope, not at all. Yeah. All that shit's got to go. Mm-hmm. And before I buy that house, it's going to be googly researched.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to burn some goddamn sage.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've seen how this movie ends.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm black. Mm-hmm. And this isn't Get Out. I may not make it to the end.
We ain't gonna be in that situation. We ain't buying no super cheap house.
Like that movie we watched today, Housebound.
Yeah.
That motherfucker lived in that house for years.
Yeah.
And the mom was like,
It's a big deal.
Fuck that. You fucking crazy? No. Absolutely not. Suck my dick from the back.
On that note, I think it's time to eat some chili.
All right, cool. Sorry I went off on that rant of scary things. It's really dark in our room right now.
I know it is. I gotta turn on the light.
And we should probably turn on the light. And we were watching scary movies earlier. And it's kind of funny because I don't get scared unless shit reflects on me directly. Like Candyman never scared me because I was like, yo, Candyman don't really kill black people. You don't. Just don't say his name. You're fucking good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Ring never really fuck with me.
Not watching no VHS shit.
We should watch the new one. If anyone wants to catch me on some old shit, it would be The Ring because I do watch old shit. Mm. Like if there was like a message hitting in like the French Connection, that shit would have like tore me up. Okay, on that note, we are out for Lulu and Pop for the day. I hope you enjoyed our snow day edition. We definitely enjoyed it. We are cuddled the fuck up on the couch. Niggas is wearing fleece fatigues. Lauren has on. Don't tell me. I want to guess.
Okay.
These are the leggings.
Yes.
Because they cover your feet.
No, they don't cover my feet.
Fuck!
But it's confusing because I got the socks up to the knees.
The leggings stop at the ankles. The tights cover the feet.
Yes.
You know why I'm always confused? Because tights in football always go to your ankles.
Mm.
and it's always very confusing.
It's okay.
Lauren has on the
leggings
with the long socks, the flannel, and it was a good fucking day.
It was a good day.
Tomorrow we'll go to work.
And it's already hump day.
Hump day. And we got movie tickets on Friday.
We do.
We're going to go see Beauty and the Beast.
Boop. Movie Tavern.
Can we just take a second to talk about the theater that refused to show Beauty and the Beast because it has a homosexual character?
But
they're just going to let that bestiality slide.
Well, it's the South.
They're going to let that Stockholm syndrome just coast by. You know what I mean? He got this chick so high on peyote that she's like talking to like silverware and fucking candlesticks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But all right. And so tune in to the other SXS podcast network show. This movie's crazy. This dude just got eaten by like a giant porcupine. That shit is nuts. And check out our other shows. And if you don't watch The Walking Dead and you want to know our reactions to some of that stuff, we definitely have some shows on the Midnight Marauders where we actually watched The Walking Dead live. Lauren was a guest host on the season premiere of the latest season. Mm-hmm. And tune in to everything that is soon to come. We appreciate everyone that listens to us. Check us out on Facebook at
Lulu and Pop /Facebook. Is that how you?
I think it's backwards. I think it's Facebook.com.
Lulu and Pop / Lulu and Pop.
There you go. And the Instagram?
Instagram is Lulu and Pop. LULUANDPOP.
Right. Check us out. Add us. We will add you back. And if you ever talk to anyone, it's probably Lauren. And we will check you guys out next week. And we'll let you know what you thought about Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
So I'm going to dive back into this bottle here and chase this buzz. Mm-hmm. Until next week, Lauren, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, no, my laptop.
So dark.